Hey, Rakas here. I'm going to show you how you can close 5 SMME clients per month for only spending $412 on a cold email system, right? And this Stripe dashboard going to be yours, right? That's how you're going to open up your Stripe, and that's the numbers you're going to see, all right? Now, how I'm going to explain this sales system, right? This is everything I've got. I basically got stuff under this. Basically, I'm gonna explain the reverse engineering, right? And if you never heard or don't really know what reverse engineering means, is essentially it's taking something that already exists, a product, a system, a piece of software, whatever, and pulling it apart to understand how it works, right? And how it was built and how you can recreate it or improve it. So I'm gonna show you this exact system, how you can create 5 clients per month, and going down the pyramid, I'm gonna show you exactly what are the steps to close 5 clients a month. All right, so let's go into it. So basically, the total cost of the whole system for getting 5 clients a month is $412 a month. Right, cool. So yeah, 5 clients a month. So basically, you need 35 appointments to show up. Right, you need 35 appointments with 15% closing rate. Right, so if you have a 15% closing rate and 70% of people show up to the appointments with you, and you book 50 appointments a month, you'll be able to close 5 clients a month, right? Because you're getting 50 appointments, and let's say only 70% of the people show up. Let's call it the average if you have a good system with it. 70% of the people show up, you'll have 35 appointments. Out of 35 appointments, you should be able to close 15% of them, right? If you're just starting out and you don't know anything about sales, you might have a 10, 7, 8% closing rate, right? That's like, because usually 1 out of 10 people buy, depending on your offer, of course. And I'll pick 15. I chose 15 just so it's reasonable. It's not hard to reach, and with that, you'll be able to close 5 clients a month, right? But you may be asking, like, what the fuck, Rakas? I mean, how do you even get 50 appointments a month, right? That's absurd to some guys, and that's where the campaign part of things comes in. All right, so the campaigns, right? So hypothetically, you only have a 0.1% appointment booking rate, right? This is on the low end. You obviously can have 0.5, 0.6 appointment booking rate. That's what I'm able to get on some campaigns. Obviously, not every single one. You might have 0.3, 0.2, that depends. But let's say you only get 0.1% appointment booking rate, right? And you need to send 5,000 cold emails, 50,000 cold emails, sorry, 50,000 cold emails need to breach. Cold people need to breach. And out of those 50,000 people, if you have a 0.1% booking rate, you'll be able to get 50 appointments a month, right? These are the numbers on the low end. And obviously, to send 50,000 cold emails, you need to set up a campaign and launch the campaign. You need to actually have something to launch the campaign with. And with that, you'll be able to send 50,000 emails per month, which will lead you to 50 appointments per month. 35 of them show up, and you'll be able to close out of the 35 5 clients. Cool? Right? Now, the next part is obviously you need to get 50,000 leads to reach out to every single month. And this is where the lead sourcing comes in, right? So there is a full on system on how to do it. So basically, 50K verified leads is the total cost of the whole lead sourcing module, let's call it. It's going to be around $60 to $90, just depending on what sort of systems you use, softwares you use, and obviously by the time I'm recording this video, it might change in a couple of months. This is how software works, right? We are in the times where everything is changing rapidly with AI and stuff, right? So to get 50 verified leads, right? Take this word to mention these are, verified leads, not some random leads you find on, Apollo or everything. Basically need to verify the leads you get from databases, right? Let me walk you through the whole step. So basically there are databases like Apollo, Crunchbase, ZoomInfo, you can look into them. It's fairly simple. It's essentially you get them, you search a link, right? You search your filters, your criteria, and then you find like a random guy on, Fiverr or from India, and they'll be able to scrape the database for you, right? For example, 10K leads for Apollo. At this moment, I'm getting $17 per 10K leads, right? Because we had some issues with Apollo, and it's basically gotten way more expensive than it used to be. Crunchbase, you can almost do it for free. ZoomInfo is also like $12 for 10K leads. Right? Now, when you get a bunch of leads, let's say you have 100K leads, not all of them going to be verified because not every lead has an email that these databases collected. Not every lead has good emails, even if they have emails. That's why we need to run them through a verification process where we verify those emails, right? So let's say you get 70K or 100K leads here. You put them into a email verifier, right? There will be million verifier, zero bounds. Or what you can do is join my free school group. It's a community. Just ask me a question in the group itself, and I'll show you how you can basically scrape 25,000 leads for free and repeat it every single time when you do it. Right? So this way you have like 0.5% bounce rates and you haven't paid a single penny for it. Right? So that's the whole process of this whole thing, right? So yeah, you get the leads, you verify them through an email verifier, whether through a million verifier, zero bounce, or I'm going to show you the other way if you do join the school group. Then you have 50K verified leads. You'll be able to import those leads into a campaign, create some texts and copies and follow-ups. Then you'll be able to send out 50,000 leads per month with a 0.1% booking rate. You'll get 50 appointments. With that, 35 people going to show up to the call, and you'll be able to get 5 clients a month. Right? Hopefully you're tuning in. Everything is, I make it as simple as possible as I can make it to be, right? That's the whole system. Now, obviously, to send out 50,000 emails a month, you need to have a cold email infrastructure, because without it, you can't really do shit, right? Because either you have it really expensive or you don't deliver to these inboxes. So to do that, I'll show you my exact stuff, what I do basically. Okay, so the total cost of the infrastructure is $322 for the whole infrastructure to send out 50,000 emails per month. Okay, so for getting emails, I use buy Outlook emails from mailcity.com, and basically you need to buy five domains from them for $49 each. Okay, now with those 5 domains, it's gonna be $245 per month. And with that, with each domain, you can send 500 cold contacts per day. So with those 5, you'll be able to send 2,500 leads per day, right? Not including the follow-ups, just the cold leads. And then you'll be able to get 50K leads per month, right? Because you're sending 28 days out of for a month. Usually, I myself don't send on weekends. Some people do. I myself don't. And I've been going through it fairly well, right? You can if you want to. And in that case, you also need to send out. You need to put the emails from and actually have someone like a software to send those emails out, right? To actually use those emails, because my friend, if you are gonna do it manually, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna be able to, right? So for PlusVibe, basically it's a PlusVibe is a sequencer, an email sequencer, and you are able to send out 150,000 emails per month, basically. So that's gonna be 5 initial emails and 2 follow-ups, right? So there's gonna be 1,500 emails per day, which come down to 150,000 emails per month if you're sending 20 days a month, right? And I'll suggest you buy the business plan. It's like $77. I'll include the links of everything I mentioned in this video, basically in the description. And yeah, that's just the whole system. So you have the emails to actually send, you have the accounts to send from, you have the sequencer to import those accounts and, have basically, let's call it people to send those emails from. And obviously you need to get the leads from a database, or you can script on Google Maps and such, but this is on a Google Maps is a bit harder in terms of getting it at scale. I have some ways to do it, but I also suggest the database just to make it really fast. Then you verify those emails you get from the databases, right? Then you have 50K verified leads, right? You can even personalize them. I even personalize them, so that's an extra step. But if you don't have the tools and anything, it might cost you quite a lot for it. So I suggest just doing like niching down, doing market research, and actually segment the people you want to send out to, which I can even make another video on how to do it, right? Then with those 50K leads, you import them into a campaign and actually create a campaign with, texts and 2 follow-ups. Then you have 50,000 cold leads that you have reached. With a 0.1% appointment booking rate, you'll have 50 appointments. Out of those 50 appointments, 70% of them are going to show up, which is 35 appointments. And then you have a 15% closing rate, you'll be able to close 5 clients a month, right? And if you have a ticket size of, let's say, $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 for each client, then it's extremely profitable for you to, just set up this cold email system and send a shit ton of emails and be able to, close 5 clients a month really easily. So yeah, there's a whole video. Hopefully I didn't make it confusing. It's a really simple. It may be confusing at first, but to be honest, it's really simple. You have to do it step by step, and eventually you'll learn it really quickly, right? If you want to learn it even faster, I'll invite you. If you don't want it, it is what it is. I'm not gonna cry about it. But if you want to, I'll leave a first link in the description. Gonna be a school community link, right? You can join it, and basically leave a message in the chat in the school community, and I'll be able to respond through a Loom video or just, through text, and answer any questions you have around any systems, cold email, LinkedIn, whatever it is, right? Any outbound DMs, whatever. Cool. So yeah, I appreciate you, and have an amazing day.